What's going on, guys? Venatix here, bringing you a video on some tips to beat the extreme difficulty, the new extreme difficulty mode that just came out with the new update this current week. We know from a lot of people's comments that it is definitely very challenging, and people really appreciated my gameplay of the very first New York mission to kind of get a feel of what it takes to kind of beat the missions. Now, I'm not saying that I'm professional, you should do every single thing that I do. No, of course not. You are your own human being. I'm just here to kind of provide some help. You know what I'm saying? Like worst case scenario. But today I got a tip video. In this one I got a few of my own, but in reality I got a bunch from the community. I want to make sure I share those with everybody so we're all on the same page. Guys, we are a team. We are a community, you know what I'm saying? So if I miss anything, or if I didn't cover anything that you think is crucial, make sure you put it in the comments. Not only does it help me, it's helping your fellow World War Z zombie slayers out there. Anyways, let's just go right into it. What I want to say first is using the Fixer maxing gas grenade to sprint through points of the level is absolutely awesome. It's so important. I just think you have to have at least one fixture on your team running the grenade, the maxing gas grenade. Especially like New York 1. This is just one example. The first New York level, you could pretty much run from the beginning of the level all the way up until that elevator without having to worry about killing a single zombie. Unless, of course, the RNG is not your favorite and there's a bunch in the hallway and you kind of have to kill your way through, otherwise they just kind of body block you. Not much I can do about that. But for the most part, you can just run straight on through to the elevator. That's just an awesome tip for that specific mission. But again, the fixture with the maxing gas grenade is awesome. I want to get more into the ammo crate, the ammo bag that the fixture can have, like the explosive ammo. I think that's starting to be the secret OP choice with the fixer. But more on that later, maybe on another video, because I really think it's starting to get more and more popular. Alright, here's something that you guys may or may not have known. This is another tip. Maybe you should pick up wheatgrass. You know what wheatgrass is? It gives you like, what, 25% extra health? What does that 25 extra health do for you on extreme? I mean, extreme is literally extreme. You're gonna die so fast. Does it matter? Well, I'll tell you right now. If you have wheatgrass on, you can survive one extra zombie hit, versus those who do not have wheatgrass die in 3 hits. Now you're probably thinking, if you're getting hit 4 times that fast anyways, you probably don't even deserve to be extreme, and you may be right. But for those who seem to just be getting hit that one last time, or they're still working on their positioning but they're pretty good at the game, maybe you want to pick up the wheatgrass. The reason I say that is because not all of those tier 3s, or was it tier 2s, tier 3s, like the sporting carbine, you know, or the soul shotgun, things like that you could start with, sometimes we just don't care. I mean, in reality, once you make it to the first ammo crate, there's a gun that you could potentially switch to, and if you don't want that, you could still use your primary. I mean, think of the fixer, right? Starts with the scout rifle. Not too bad. It's really not that bad of a gun, especially when it's maxed out. Speaking of maxed out weapons, here's another tip for y'all. If you're trying to beat extreme for reals, and you really want to get that katana or the sniper, make sure you have your weapons maxed, at least the starter weapons. That, and make sure that your class is max level. I know, totally basic tips. I know, I get it, but just don't put yourself at a disadvantage, okay? Alright, here's something that didn't come from me. It actually came from a guy called Cosmicwriting. And he says, don't open supply crates before swarms if everyone is full health or near full health. Wait until after, because typically the AI director is going to notice if and when someone did get hurt during the swarm, that once you go and open that supply crate, there's probably going to be a pretty darn good chance there's going to be a medkit in there for you to use. So, nice little tip there if you know that you take a lot of damage during swarms, or yada yada yada. Alright, another tip, pretty obvious, don't sprint anymore unless you have to. Stealth is a huge factor in this game, so sprinting now draws aggro in the recent patches. So you'll notice a lot of people will either just walk or crouch a lot. Again, you can run and gun however you want, but if you're trying to win, stealth the mission, right? Big tip 101: stealth as much as you can, headshots as much as you can. That stuff super important. All right, how about this tip? It's an easy one, and you already all know it, but I still people messing up. All normal zombies take 1 shot to the head. With the pistol, with the basic SMG, with the basic scout rifle, they all die in 1 headshot, even on extreme mode. Now, of course, the infector, the gas bag, you know, the bull, those guys obviously are not going to take 1 shot, but the normal zombies, 1 shot. So make sure you land those headshots. Now, this isn't necessarily tied to just the extreme mode, but the ammo crates now have limited supply. So you probably already read that from the patch notes. If you didn't, there's a patch notes video, or you can go to their website. Patch notes are everywhere. You can go read up on it. But basically, you can no longer just spray and pray forever and get unlimited ammo from those crates. They now have limited supplies, okay? Make sure you know how many are going to be there and how much percentage. You can literally see it visually taking out of the crate when you go and stock back up. A lot of people have mentioned to me that they don't have friends or they don't like to use a microphone and things like that. There's plenty of looking for groups like LFG groups out there. Just hit up Google real quick. Facebook groups, Reddit, Discord. The official Discord for World War Z is still popping with looking for groups. Now that being said, that doesn't necessarily answer your question about not wanting to use a microphone. And I don't think a microphone is necessary to win on Extreme. It'll help, but I don't think it's necessary. As long as your positioning is key, you're golden. And you're sticking with your team, of course. Alright, another tip. This isn't even a tip. This is more of a suggestion, in my opinion. I think one of the best combos right now, like a squad combo to run, is the Fixer, a Medic, and Exterminator. So 2 Fixers. You can either run 2 mass and gas grenades, which is typically what we do, or you can run 1 with the mass and gas and 1 with the explosive ammo, because the explosive ammo does so much damage to like bulls, infectors. They'll like 3 to 4 shot them in the head like real quick. But we take the medic for obvious reasons, to heal or for the stim, to revive people off the ground, you know, yada yada yada, the usual. And exterminator because of the combat engineer perk, which is 20 or 25% of reusing defense kits. So whenever you're on those levels with swarms or where you have to like defend, let the exterminator get every single defense kit whenever possible. Okay. So this is a funny one to me, at least. If someone joins your game and they don't have max class level, just save yourself some time and leave. Now, I'm not talking about their player level per se. I'm more talking about their class level. If they don't have a maxed out class level, just don't bother. You know, like, just save yourself some time. Like, you're playing to win. Like, yes, you're playing to have fun, but if you're playing extreme, you're playing extreme for a challenge. But you're also playing because you're probably 1, wanting to unlock the katana, or 2, you're trying to get the sniper. So just save yourself some time and just leave that lobby real quick and queue up again. Or just play with a bunch of your friends, or try playing it solo with bots. You know, whatever fits your fancy. Alright, I think this one's overlooked a lot. This tip is using the ping or the mark ability to let players know where special zombies are. So you can ping, mark them, you know, highlight them in red so you can see them through walls. I think a lot of people just don't necessarily do that, and it's so important. Now, I wish there was like a class, if you were to highlight them, you'd have like a damage buff on the highlighted target. Sadly, that does not exist, but still pretty cool in my opinion. Something you should do. Worst case, if you don't want to pin or mark the zombies, mark the floor on where you want to go, or mark the floor on where you need to go later down the line. Mark your equipment charges, the ammo, medkits, you know, just go mark crazy, you know what I'm saying? Alright, and this is probably my final tip. If you're looking to just beat 1 mission on Insane to get that katana, then I suggest playing the first New York level. Now, I'm sure there are plenty other levels that are easy, but I found that the New York first level, you know, the one in the mall, and then you go down to the subway, it's easy. That was the very first mission I beat on Extreme after like 2 or 3 tries. Piece of cake, honestly. If you're struggling and you really just want to get that katana to show off to your friends, or you just want the katana for yourself because it just looks cool, try the first New York mission. And if you're struggling with it, check out my latest video. Well, technically my latest video is this video that you're watching right now. Check out my videos. There's one where I had to play through with a squad on that specific level. Just watch it. Yeah, it's kind of long. It's like 28 minutes long or something like that. Just watch it, or skip ahead to parts where you're struggling the most and just kind of see how we played through. I mean, obviously we took it pretty slow. We tried to do stealth as much as possible. We had a lot of communication. I think you guys can pull it off. I really do. Anyways, again, I'm no professional. I've only beaten 2 extreme missions now at this point in time, but I've played them enough to know that some of these tips are super important, and some people are just forgetting to get to use them. So in the comment section below, if you haven't already, type out a tip for your fellow teammates, for your friends, for the community, for me. I want to know what other tips you guys have that I just didn't talk about right now. Also, if you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. You want to know why? Because we hit freaking 3,000. Unbelievable. You guys are amazing. I cannot believe we hit 3,000. Literally, my goal to hit 3,000 was by the end of this month. And no joke, I had like 100 subscribers in 2 days time. I don't know what's going on, but you guys are absolutely phenomenal. And I love you guys so much. You guys are so awesome. Make sure to stick around because we're going to have more videos throughout the week. Depending on when you're watching this, I believe the next video should be another playthrough on Extreme. So if you're looking to get that sniper rifle, maybe this is going to be the next level that you're struggling with, go ahead and check it out. Drop a like, let me know. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.